Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the part 3 tutorial in your Adobe Photoshop training. Now in today's tutorial people, we're going to take a look at the interface of Adobe Photoshop. Now just in case if you guys have seen my other videos, okay, I have always introduced the interface of other softwares like say After Effects and Premiere first. Like say in my first video I have always done the introduction to the interface. So the question arises, why am I making the interface introduction video as my third video? Now the reason I'm doing that is people, because of like Adobe Photoshop guys doesn't really require a interface introduction, okay, but just in case, since you guys are beginners, I don't want to really take a risk, okay. And from my next video, that is a part 4 video, we're going to be digging deep in Adobe Photoshop and learning some really cool effects, as in understanding the adjustment panel, taking a look at all the different tools, customizing as in understanding the layers panel, the history panel. And for that, and for like understanding all those tutorials people, you need to have a good sense of how the interface of Photoshop works. All right, so I said that and now I said that that the Photoshop doesn't really require interface introduction, but like I said guys, just in case if some of you people didn't understand, I don't want to it's not like I care for everyone, so I just want to make this quick tutorial for you guys, okay. So even if you guys know about the interface, I would just recommend you people to sit and watch the tutorial, okay. So let's get started now. When it comes to the interface of Photoshop guys, I have divided the interface into 4 parts, okay. First being the top part, the second being the left hand side part, and the third being the down part, and lastly the fourth being the right hand side part, okay. Now on the first top part guys, all right, we have the menu bar and we have the property bar. All right, the menu bar will just basically help us, as in the file menu will help us to open a new project, to import some projects or some different kind of file, and basically save your images, render your images, that is saving them and compressing your images, browsing Adobe Bridge, and so on. Your next menu will basically help you to go to your settings, basically help you in cut, copy, paste. Then comes your image section, and basically guys, all you in the top bar or in the top phase of the Photoshop, you have all your different menus, okay. Then guys, what I think is important in the top part of Adobe Photoshop is the property bar, okay, the property bar. Now the property bar people is supposed to be a bar or a panel, and it's not exactly a panel people, it's supposed to be a bar, okay, which keeps on changing with the different tools I select, okay. Now I have got the move tool, so you can see that my property bar is showing me my different powers that I have with the move tool, as in moving objects, okay. Now I do not have anything right now in my Photoshop document, right, so it's not like I cannot move anything right now. But like you see guys, if I go ahead and select the lasso tool, you'll see that my property bar just changes, okay. Similarly guys, if I just change my if I change my tool to the crop tool, you'll see it changes again. Basically the property bar keeps changing and shows you all the properties of different tools, okay, once you have changed your tool and selected a new tool. All right, then we have the left hand side panel, okay. Now the left hand side panel, or the left hand side part of the software, basically has your toolbar, okay. Now the toolbar guys is the place where you will have all your tools, okay. It may be the filling, the color fill tool, or the gradient tool, or the patch tool, which is used a lot for for fashion designers. The crop tool, the selection tools, the move tool. Of course we have the great move tool over here, and like lots of different options, okay. It also has the color switcher, okay, which is right over here. Basically right now my both colors are being set to black. That is my background color. See, I'll just change it to see this new different color, okay, and when okay, that's my background color. This is my foreground color, and like you see, I'll just change it to blue just for explaining purposes, and that's my foreground color, that's my background color. And this arrow basically tells me, like, it allows me to switch between the two colors. All right, so basically that's all we have on the left hand side. Very important part guys, okay. It has the main toolbar, and then coming to the third part, okay, which is the down part. All right, it has the mini bridge, the ever powerful mini bridge, okay. Basically helps you to browse to your image. I think I have made a tutorial on this, or basically giving you guys an explanation of how mini bridge is used. Yeah, I think it's in my second part, okay. If you people do not know how to use it, watch my part 2 tutorial in Photoshop training and you will know how to use Adobe mini bridge, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a double click to collapse the panel down. And lastly guys, we have the fourth part of the Photoshop, that is this part, which has all the different kind of panels, okay. We have the color panel, the swatches panel, the adjustment panel, a very important panel guys if you are doing some photo retouchings if you, in your images. Styles panel, basically it allows you to put in different things. These are all different objects which allows you to like put in, you know, into your images instead of creating them right from the beginning. The layers panel allows you to basically stock up your images, okay, so that they can appear properly in your artwork or in your project work. Channels basically allows you to differentiate what is a CMYK channel or a RGB channel, that is red, green, blue, and CMYK stands for cyan, yellow, magenta, and the key color, that is black. Paths, basically, yeah, those kind of things. All right, we have the history panel right here, the property bar, all right, or the property panel. If you click on it, if you have applied an adjustment, as in the adjustment, you can do some changes in your adjustment using the property bar or the property panel. The history panel guys basically allows you to do lots of undos, okay, like because in Adobe Photoshop Control Z will only work for doing one undo and then doing a redo. All right, Control Z for doing multiple undos. Control Alt Z is the shortcut, okay. So Control Z for once, but then you want to go ahead and do lots of undos, then Control Alt Z, okay. So the second time will be Control Alt Z, the first time will be Control Z. Now that's the basic, okay. Now that's a very basic part of the interface, okay. Now like if you go ahead and watch my more tutorials, okay, that is when I introduce you to the selections and the adjustment panel, you'll see guys that, you know, and this basically depends on your screen resolution I said, okay. If you like, basically guys, what happens is some of you people may have a big screen, okay, so you may not want to, as in you may be able to see all your layers which you're working with, say somewhere like 10-12 layers, so each of them will be displayed properly. But for those people who have like a small screen, okay, say a 120 that's a 1280 by 720 resolution screen, so you guys will not be able to see all your layers. So in that case, what you do is you need to customize Adobe Photoshop as per your needs, okay. As in I already use history panel a lot, therefore I have scratched it down, like scratched it all the way down to my screen adjust, okay, as in all the way till the bottom of Photoshop, so that I can see all my different moves that I have made, okay. Now likewise, if you want to do the same with the layers, for seeing all your different layers, you can actually, what you can do is guys, you need to customize it, okay. Customize Adobe Photoshop's workspace. All right, so what you can do is click on the layer's name, okay, which is right over here. Click on it, and then you can actually drag it out, okay, and make it a floating panel. And if you do that, you will be able to scratch layers all the way down, okay, just like the history panel, so that you can see all your different layers in a proper way, okay. Now Adobe CS6 guys is given us the opportunity to filter layers, okay, that is search them by text names, search them by the smart objects, that is right over here, by different objects, and like all those different things, okay. You can actually do a search via name wise also, so that's a very good thing. Therefore guys, okay, now some of you may not be using the color so much, because I'm not going to be talking that much on color and swatches, though I like these two panels, okay, I like them to be around. But just in case, say that if I'm not teaching about them and you want to customize Adobe Photoshop and close them down, so what you can do is you can just go to this part over here, right, it's right at the end of your screen, okay, like, and on the right hand side, color. But make sure guys that, you know, whichever panel you want to close, it is supposed to be ahead, okay, as in you're supposed to be seeing that panel, okay. Now go to the panels option, click on it, and do a close, which is right over here, the second last option, right. If you do a close, you'll see that my color panel just now closed, alright, got closed. And my swatches panel guys, okay, go and do a right, as in go ahead and click on the panels option over here, and you can do a close over here too. And the my swatches and my colors have both been gone now. Alright, and say that since they both are gone, you want to again, okay, put this history panel uh, say over here back to its place. Okay, so if you guys are wondering how do you do that, not a problem guys, I'm here to teach you that. Layers, take it, okay, take, like, hold down on the name, take it and put it over here. Okay, and when you see this blue box, let it go and your layers will be attached. Okay, and say that it has been at the very end, as in the third option. So click on the name and then you can just move it to the left hand side and it's gonna come to the left hand side. So that's how you can, like, now that's the basic way that I could have shown you. Okay, how do you customize Adobe Photoshop as per your needs. So just basically guys, prepare yourself, okay, because in my fourth video or in my fifth video you're going to be needing a lot of customization, or even if you don't want to customize, if you are still having, like, say that if you're not understanding that which panels to keep, which panels to close, not a problem guys. Okay, just keep your interface as it is. Okay, and yeah, before closing the video guys, I like to give you this thing right here. Okay, I'll explain you this thing right here, which says it is supposed to be like a workspace switcher. Right now guys, we were working in the workspace called Essentials. Okay, there are quite some workspaces pre-made, okay, or made by Adobe company. So if you want to go ahead and you can use them also. One of them is new in Cs6. The other is painting, like if you do a lot of painting or create things right from scratch in Photoshop, like if you want to go into that kind of a line, you can use a painting field, as in the painting workspace. Photography, that's what I do a lot, as in making lots of adjustments, seeing the histogram, navigator, and all those. Navigator is supposed to be like if you want to travel to a proper part of Photoshop in your photo, so you can use that. And typography basically is used for making mock-ups of websites and all. New 6 guys is a very interesting kind of workspace, which which will only show you all those different panels which have been either added into the new CS6 layout, okay, or have been either modified to a great extent. If you go into the select and you can see all these different panels now have this bluish kind of a line. Okay, you can, so that basically means that it has like all those new things have been added to Adobe Photoshop CS6. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch my thing back to Essentials. And lastly guys, what I want to teach you is that if you guys have messed up your thing, okay, like since you guys are beginners, alright, you have just gone ahead and removed everything and now you're like, oh my god, I cannot do it back, I'm not able to do it back. Okay, so what you can do is, instead of getting it all these things back, okay, on its place, and if you remember, I just now, like, just to show you people, I closed my colors and my swatches panel. So just to get them back, okay, what you can do is go under this thing, okay, click on it and do reset essentials. Okay, reset essentials, and my colors, swatches, layers, channels, and everything will be back of how it was in the Essentials workspace. Okay, and that's it guys, that was my video on the interface of Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so what I want to encourage you people is, okay, go in, browse in some of your files, okay, see that what do you like, what you don't like, and adjust it your way. And yeah guys, yeah, before closing the video, once say that, like I said guys, I don't really do the color and the swatches panel a lot, as in don't really use them a lot, so I went ahead and closed it. Okay, now every time I mess up into my interface, I need to go to Essentials workspace, okay, as in reset Essentials, it'll ask me yes or no, do yes, and then again close works, that color and swatches. So that's kind of like a hectic thing. Okay, so how could it be, like, how would it be guys, if I could have saved my own workspace? It would be just great guys. So Adobe Photoshop allows me to do that. Go into your workspace switcher, okay, and there is this one thing right below Essentials which says new workspace. You can, once you have like adjusted all your panels and all guys, okay, like say you want to keep your adjustments over here and you want to close down your style so that you can see your layers all good, and you want to keep your adjustments over here, or say in this like a small icon kind of thing, alright, and you want to keep it like that. So and you want to save it, okay, you want to save your workspace. So go down, say new workspace, you can put in your own name, say for me it's TJ style, and I can just do a save, right, and now I've got my own workspace, alright, and which is customized as per my needs, and I have customized Photoshop. as I wanted it to be. Alright, so thank you for watching my video, people. Thank you so much, and please subscribe me, because in my third part, or as in my fifth part, we're gonna be going deep into Photoshop. Alright, so thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much. Please, peace out.